What is up, you guys? Welcome back to my channel. If you guys haven't seen my video, it's been a while since I've done a tone talk. This is gonna be episode 18. Basically, it's gonna be like about how to deal with like a crush. You know what I mean? I kind of had a situation where, I had a crush on this guy at work, and he just wants to be friends. You know what I mean? It's still kind of like a complicated situation. I don't really. My friend at work thinks that he's still like flirts with me. I don't know. It's really confusing. It's really like. I really don't know how to really handle that situation, you know what I mean? Which is, I don't even know why I'm going to give you guys advice on this tone talk of how to deal with the crush, because I honestly don't know how to deal with it, but I'm going to try to give you guys the best advice that I can, you know what I mean? It's not easy to deal with a crush, you know what I mean? Me personally, like, I'm just going to be honest with you guys, like, I do fall really fast, and I don't know if I've talked about this before, like in previous videos, or I've ever told you guys this before. Like, I kind of, like, I've tweeted about it, and I kind of just like have talked about it on other like social media platforms. I haven't really talked about it like in a whole YouTube video. I don't think I probably have, I don't know. And I do kind of fall fast, you know what I mean? And I do kind of jump the gun. And I haven't dated in a while. I haven't really been in a relationship at all with anybody since like 3 years ago. You know what I mean? It's been like a while. You know what I mean? Like, I don't really, I'm on dating apps, but I don't really like get on them as much as, or I try not to, because I just see you guys, if you know what they're meant for, you know what I mean? They're just meant for hookups. And I'm kind of like not really looking for that right now. You know, I'm not really in that headspace anymore to look for a hookup. I'm really looking for something like, you know, to eventually be a relationship, you know what I mean? Not to like rush or anything, like, even though I do like fall fast and I do like automatically want a relationship, you know what I mean? I know that's not the best thing to always do, and that's not always the best way to go about dealing with a relationship, or like being in I don't know. This video is kind of gonna be all over the place, but like basically like just dealing with a crush, like it's just like I really don't. It's hard, you know what I mean? It's like, especially when you do have a crush on somebody and they don't want the same thing that you want, you know, aka my situation. You know what I mean? It's like I do have a crush on this person, and you know, they don't kind of really want anything. You know what I mean? So now it's just kind of like I'm in the point of getting over him, you know what I mean? Like, of course, I'm still going to want to be, like, friends with him, and of course, I still am going to have it's going to take a minute, maybe not a minute, but it's going to, you know, I have to, like, really just detach myself from him, like, looking at it as, like, being in a relationship with him, because obviously that's not what he wants, you know what I mean? And everyone's situation is different, you know, you guys might be able to relate to this video, you guys might not, you know, just dealing with a crush is just, you know, just don't be afraid to, you know, really say how you feel, because I eventually did tell him how I felt, you know, whether he wanted to be with me or not, you know, I still eventually told him, you know, how I was feeling. And, you know, if you feel like the time is right and you feel like you want to tell your crush, like, you know, hey, this is how I've been feeling about you, you know, I feel this way about you, you know, definitely do tell them, you know what I mean? Because like before I told my crush at work, you know, how I was feeling about him, you know, it was I would just torture myself, you know, a little bit, like, does he like me? Does he not like me? Like, should I say something? Should I not say something? And eventually, like, my friend kind of made me tell him, you know what I mean? Because I didn't want to tell him at all, you know what I mean? Like, I just am weird and awkward and just, like, shy when it comes to, like, dealing with a guy. I don't know. So when I eventually did tell him, you know what I mean? It was kind of just like, if you guys want me to talk more about that in a whole separate video, I will. This is kind of just about how to deal with the crush, you know what I mean? But like I said, yeah, if you guys want a different video, like on a separate video of me talking about just my crush at work, you know what I mean? I would definitely do that for you guys. But yeah, so it's just like, I don't know, dealing with a crush, it can be so hard. It can be so difficult, you know what I mean? Especially like, you never really know what someone's intentions are. You don't really know if they feel the same about you, you know what I mean? And it's just kind of just like, it can be like a really like a nerve-wracking thing. It can be like something that's really like, kind of difficult, you know what I mean? I don't know. It's difficult for me, you know what I mean? Especially dealing with a crush or like liking someone. It's always been kind of difficult for me, just because like I'm just all over the place and I'm a weirdo and just a hot ass mess. But yeah, it's just like, I don't know. And here's the thing too, like I've kind of just like, when you do have a crush on somebody, you know, like I said, just be honest with them, be open with them. It's okay to be nervous. It's okay to just like not know what to expect. You know what I mean? That's kind of like with anything in life, you know, not even just like with dating. It's kind of just like I said, with anything in life that you deal with or that you go through or are experiencing, you know, it's kind of okay to be nervous. You know what I mean? And, here's another thing too. Don't be upset. Well, it's okay to be upset. It's okay to be hurt, you know, if the feelings aren't reciprocated, because we are all human. We all do have feelings. We all do have emotions and things like that. So it's okay to like, I want you guys to feel anything that you're feeling with your crush. You know what I mean? Whether it's a good situation or it doesn't, plan out how you think it would plan out, which is kind of like the situation that I'm in. So it's kind of like I'm giving myself advice and kind of giving you guys advice on how to like really just like get over it. You know what I mean? Or just not how to really be butthurt, because like there are many people, I don't even know if I can speak. There are plenty of people in this world. I know that might sound so like cringy, and you guys might have heard that. It might sound so cliche, but it's honestly so true. Like there are so many other people in this world, and there are, plenty of fish in the sea, as they would say. So it's like, you can't really just be caught up on one person if they, there's nothing you can literally do if they don't want to be anything, more than just friends, or just more than, like on a friend level, there's nothing you can really do about it. It's not like I can like force him to like be with me, you know what I mean? You can't force that person to be with you, you know what I mean? But you can't let it get you down either. You can't let it, hurt you as much, you know what I mean? Of course, like I said, feel any emotion that you need to feel, within the situation, but it's like, don't let it beat you up to the point to where it's like, you're never going to find anybody. Don't ever think like that. Like I do tend to think like that. Like I said, I'm going to be honest with you guys. I always kind of feel like, no one's going to want me. I'm never going to find like the one, but I kind of just have to let it come to me. And I say this all the time, and I know I need to like stick with it, but it's so like, it's hard when you're freaking lonely, man. You know what I mean? It just, I don't know. I just need to like learn how to just like not really, get really hurt about it, or not really like get in my feelings so much about it. You know what I mean? Of course, like I said, do feel everything, but like just know that there are plenty of people out there, and I need to I need to tell myself that there are plenty of people out there. You know what I mean? Just because this one person doesn't want to get to know me like deeper than a friend level, doesn't mean that no one else is going to, or that nobody else will. And that's what I would kind of like tell you guys too. Like, don't feel like just because it didn't work out, or it's not working out the way that you thought it would work out with this person or your crush. You know what I mean? Just definitely know that there's somebody out there. There's going to be somebody out there that's going to want something that exactly that you want. You guys are going to be on the same level, in the same connection. Not to like, this is no shade to my crush, I don't even know if he'll ever see this video, and I freaking hope he doesn't, because I'm gonna look like a freaking psychomaniac. But yeah, like I said, just don't like really, like I said, get caught up on that, and just know that there are somebody out there that's going to want you. There are a million people in this world, hold on. Sorry guys, that was, I had a phone call. But yeah, basically like I was just saying, like, yeah, I don't want you guys to ever get caught up and just feel like, just because it didn't work out with this person, or it's not gonna, it's not going the way that you want, it's not the end of the world, you know what I mean? It might feel like that, you know what I mean? I can be super dramatic, and I'm just like, oh, he doesn't want me, like, why does he want to be with me? But yeah, it's just like, I don't know, it's just like dealing with a crush. It can be like a really tricky situation. It can be really something like, I don't know, it's just something like new and exciting. It can be, you know what I mean? But like, it's just anything with the dating life. I feel like it's just like, I need to make a whole series on the dating life, because my dating life is like so like non-existent. So it's like, it's so hard, and it can be so difficult to put yourself out there. It really can, especially like when you do get let down, or when you do like, it's not working out the way that you would think with a person, you know what I mean? It can really like let you down. It can really make you not want to date and put yourself out there, you know what I mean? And that's okay too, if you're not like, if you're just over the dating life right now. Because like me, again, I do tend to like be over the dating life. I'm just like, you know what, I'm just going to focus on like things that I'm interested in, like making money, and just like, you know what I mean? And just like focusing on like my YouTube and my different like platforms and things that I'm truly interested in. And then like, I'll let love come find me when it's time to come find me, you know what I mean? Like, because I am another person that like searches for love and like wants to be in love so bad at times, and I just want to be in a relationship, and I just want to be with the person so bad, to the point to where it's like, that's all I can think about, that's all I can like focus on and like tweet about and like talk about, and just like it kind of will consume me a little bit. I know that might sound like bad, but like I'm always going to be honest with you guys. Like I said, I'm always going to just say how I feel. I'm not going to like sugarcoat anything and just make it seem like I don't want a relationship, or like at times I'm not like longing for like a relationship, or just want one so bad, because I do. Like I'd be lying if I said I didn't, you know what I mean? My close friends know, they all know like that I want to be in a relationship, or that I've always talked about being in a relationship and wanting to be in a relationship at times. And it's just like, I can't like put my all into that right now. I can't let that consume me, and I can't just let that be my main focus, because like I said, I want to focus on other things. I need to focus on other things that are more important and more beneficial, and things that I like truly love, and my passions and my goals and things like that. All those good things, like, and not to say like a relationship it's not a bad thing. It's not something that you shouldn't, I'm not going to say you should just totally focus on a relationship and that's all you should worry about. And that's all that should consume you. And that's all you should worry about. No, because it's not like, So I definitely do need to work on that. And I know that like I do tend to want to be in a relationship so bad, and that's it kind of can consume me at times, and it kind of can just be like all that I really do think about, and that's all like it's not always good for me, you know. It's not good to just always just think about wanting to be in a relationship. There are so many other things that are in life that you can focus on, that you can worry about, that you could put your time and your energy into. Not to say like a relationship isn't, because like love is a beautiful thing. Like I love love, you know, and the older I get, the more I feel like I'm getting older. But the more I do tend to get older, the more I do realize like, you know, I do want love, and it's gonna come when it's gonna come. You know, I don't need to like rush it and just long for it so much and just put all my energy into it. You know, I just need to like kind of let it come to me naturally, you know. And that's what I'm really trying to work on and really trying to focus on. Even though this crush at work kind of just like threw me off of that, and it did kind of like make me want to be in a relationship even 10 times more than I wanted to, you know what I mean? But like, even though like I know that he doesn't like, he just wants to be friends, and I just kind of need to accept that. And I've kind of have accepted that, you know. I do still crush on him. I do still like think about wanting to be with him, you know what I mean? But that's like natural with a crush, you know what I mean? It's like, it's gonna like take me not some time, but some time to like really fully just like understand like, okay, he doesn't want to be anything, even though I do feel like at times he does still flirt with me, which it's, like I said, it's just a confusing situation, kind of like in the, I said that in the beginning of this video, and it's kind of, I don't really know how to, I don't know if like he is flirting with me. Would you, I don't know. Like I said, I'll make a separate video if you guys want, and I'll just kind of like talk about it, just to see if, give your guys' opinion, because I truly do need the help on it, because it's like, I don't know. That's just, like I said, I'll make a whole separate video for that if you guys want. Comment down below, like this video if you guys do want me to really fully talk about my crush at work or that whole situation. But yeah, I don't know. It's just like dealing with a crush. I said, like I said, be honest, be open. Don't let it get you down if they aren't feeling the same type of way about you. Just know that there are other people out there that, you know, are gonna want you, and are gonna be interested in you, you know. And just also don't like put your all into wanting to be in a relationship right away. You know, someone that might view this video, you might be younger, you know, any of my subscribers, you know, you might be a little bit older, you know, so you guys might understand where I'm coming from. If you're a little bit younger, it's okay. Like, it's okay if you don't understand this video right now, or it's okay if you can't really relate to this video. You know, I just wanted to make this video just because, for one, to get it off my chest, and I can really just talk about it, and to really just, you know, I know people out there do relate to this video and are going to relate to like dealing with a crush, or how to deal with a crush, or not knowing how to really feel about a crush at work or school or wherever, you know, you have a crush on this person, you know, and you're, whether it be in your friend group, whoever, you know. So that's kind of why I just wanted to make this video and just really sit down and talk about it, just from like my experience, and to kind of give you guys some type of advice on it, even though I need freaking advice on it myself, because I have no idea how to date. Like I said, my dating life is so non-existent, and it's just, I don't know. Like I said, this video is going to be kind of like all over the place, but like, yeah, like that's just really like, I don't know. And it's just kind of like, it can be so like, especially like when you see like, it's also difficult like when you see like, you know, your close friends, you know, your family members, everybody's like in a relationship, you know. That is in a sense of too, where it makes me like want to be in a relationship even more, you know what I mean? Not to be like, not to say like I'm like jealous, but like I do want that, you know. I do want somebody like I can connect with and I can relate to, and that can relate to me, and just I can deal with them and they can deal with me, and we can just be together in this crazy ass world, you know. And I don't know, maybe that's just, and I am only like 25, not to be like, not to put an age thing on it, but like, I don't know, I do feel like I'm still young and that there is still time. Like there is definitely still time, and I get in my head sometimes where it's just like, I don't know, like I think my time's up, like I don't think anybody's gonna be with me, like, and this is not like a good thing, you know. This is something that I truly do need to work on. I truly don't need to have these thoughts and like think about, you know what I mean? But it's like I said, again, I have to be honest with you guys. I have to just truly tell you guys how I feel, whether it might sound bad, desperate, you know. I gotta be honest with you guys, because like, I do get in my head about those things, and I do tend to feel like, you know, no one's ever gonna want me, no one's ever gonna really like want to deal with me, you know what I mean, or want to like even just get to know me on that level. But like I can't like get in my head and think about it so much. I know I probably sound like crazy, and you're like, you guys are probably like, what? But this this is just how I feel. Like I do get in my head about that, you know, and it's not always a good thing. It's definitely not a good thing. It's not always a good thing. It's not a good thing. And that just comes with more self-worth that I need to work on with myself. And I know that, and I know that I need more self-improvement, more just self-care, more self-work that I have to do with myself, you know what I mean? And it's going to be like a daily thing, you know what I mean? Nothing happens overnight. No one changes overnight. Nothing is fixed overnight, you know what I mean? Especially when it comes to like dealing with yourself and working on yourself and truly trying to work on yourself, you know, and things that you need to work on. But yeah, so that's kind of just like, I don't know, it's just dealing with a crush is just so difficult. It's so hard. It could be so confusing. You know what I mean? That's why I don't know. This video is going to be all over the place. It's going to be about freaking a relationship to a crush to me being freaking confusing. I don't know. It's just, this video is going to be all over the place. But, what did you guys expect? Nothing less for me. You know what I mean? Like, what did you really expect? But, yeah, dealing with a crush is, like I said, it's just so not easy. It can be so like difficult and confusing, and you just might not know how to feel at times. And, you know, just always be honest with that person. Always, no matter if they want to be with you or not, or if they're just gonna keep it on a friend level. Because and here's the thing too with my crush at work, like at least we can both be mature, or like I think I could be mature. I think I could be mature enough. I don't know. He's mature, but can I? I think, like I said, I am glad and I am grateful that, you know, even though I did, you know, tell him my true feelings and I did express to him like how I did feel about him, you know what I mean? He kind of, we're still like friends, you know, and we can still, it's not awkward at work. It's not awkward seeing him every day. It's not awkward, you know, conversation is still kind of like the same, you know what I mean? Before I told him how I was feeling, you know what I mean? Which, you know, I'm kind of glad about and I'm kind of grateful for because like I said, I've seen situations where, and I know situations to where you do tell your crush and it can tend to get awkward and you guys, you know, might stop talking or they might back away from you or it just might get awkward. And I'm kind of just glad that it didn't get awkward with me and him. Because that just wouldn't have worked at work. It would just have been so weird. I'm just like kind of glad in that sense, you know, even though like, no, he doesn't want to be with me. And, you know, now I have to just deal with that and accept that and just really move on from it in that aspect. You know, of course, still be friends with him, of course, because like he is a cool person. Like I do value his friendship, you know, and us getting to know each other on a friend level, you know, even if he doesn't want to be with me. And I'm so glad like it didn't get awkward. It didn't get weird. You know, like I said, I've seen situations and heard of situations where a person tells their crush how they feel, and then the crush, it tends to get weird and awkward, and they stop talking, and it just, you know, kind of ruins the friendship or whatever it was, you know. I've seen and heard situations like that, so it's like, that's why I was also kind of scared to tell him how I felt, and kind of was hesitant, because I've like I said, I've seen situations and heard situations like that to where it just get awkward and can get really weird between you and the crush, and that's not what I was wanting with him. Like I said, I wasn't trying to lose him as a friend and lose the friendship that we're like building and the bond that we're, you know, building on a friendship level. So like I said, that's why I can't really be like sad and like in my feelings about like him not wanting to be with me, because like I said, I am grateful that we can still be friends and it can still be like on a cool level and we can still like, you know, can talk and it's just not weird. It's not awkward. He doesn't make it awkward. I'm not making it awkward. You know what I mean? So it's just kind of like, I'm glad in that aspect that it didn't turn weird. Cause like I said, I've seen situations and heard of situations to where, it can get really weird with a crush after you tell them how you feel and they don't really feel the same, you know what I mean? But like I said, and then again, it does also depend on the person and their maturity level and, you know, so like I said, just dealing with a crush, it can be a really difficult situation. It can be really tricky. It can really be really confusing. If you guys want me to make a part 2 about how to deal with the crush, and you know, I can come back and give you guys more advice or try to give you guys more advice. I just wanted to make this initial first tone talks because, like I said, I haven't made one in a while. I love making tone talks. You guys loved watching the tone talks, and I want to get back into making those. You know what I mean? Because I haven't made one in a while. I haven't it's been a minute. I think my last one was I don't even know, but this is like I said, I've been wanting to make a tone talk, and I'm back and. I love making the tone talks and you guys love making them. So why would I not keep making my tone talks and talking about them? And, I really do feel like I hope they help you guys out in any way. They definitely have helped me out in situations, especially when I sit down and actually talk about these, topics or talk about, you know, a situation that I'm going through. You know, I'm like, okay, I'm going to make this into a tone talk because, you know, also people can relate to this and can, you know, hopefully it helps anybody out there, any of my subscribers, anybody that will click on this video or click on any of my tone talks and watch them. It's kind of what just, I'm going all over, I know this video is all over the place, but like when I made these tone talks, like I said, I wanted them to not only be therapeutic for me and help me out and, you know, but I also wanted to make sure like it helped out my subscribers and helped out anybody that, you know, just randomly was going through something and can relate to my story and, you know, my experience, you know, whether we all have different experiences, which we all do, and we all go through different scenarios in life, you know, there's always something you can relate to with another person, you know what I mean? So that's why I wanted to make these tone talks, and that's why I kind of started this series, and, kind of love making them, and then you guys also love them. So it's like, and I feel like they help you guys out, and I hope they do help you guys out. And like I said, I know this video is all over the place. I'm going from tone talks, I'm going from dating to relationships, but this tone talks was supposed to be about date or dealing with a crush. I don't know, I just like to ramble with you guys too, and I randomly just start talking, and just like, I look at you guys like you guys are my friends, and so we're talking about a million different random topics, but like, dealing with a crush is just not always easy. It's not easy. It's definitely not easy for me. I don't know. Like I said, we all might look at dealing with crushes differently. Some people just it might be easier for others. It's definitely not easier for me. I wish it was. But I'm an awkward weirdo, so it's never gonna be easy for me. But yeah, it's just dealing with a crush. It can be so difficult. But like I said, if they don't see, like, if they just want to be friends, you have to accept that and be okay with that. You know what I mean? And just know that there are other people out there for you. But at the same time, don't be afraid to express how you feel to them, because you never know what could happen. It could be something wonderful. You guys could end up being together, and you could marry them, and they could be the love of your life for the rest of your life. You guys could have kids and a house, and so you just never know, that's what I said. And that's just with dating life in general, and in life in general. It's like you kind of never know what you're going to get. You never know what's going to happen in life, the ups, the downs. You never know who you might meet and who you might fall in love with and end up with, so it's like life is just crazy in general. And like I said, you just never kind of know what you're going to get with it. And dating is no different than life. You know what I mean? You just never know what can happen with the dating scene, with the dating life, and, really putting yourself out there. I know it can be difficult, and I know it can be hard. And this is coming from me. Like, trust me, like, I know it's hard to put yourself out there. And especially when you do get let down and you do kind of get discouraged, and it makes you not want to go out there and date, and it makes you not want to, really be with anybody. It makes you kind of want to be closed off, and and that's okay if you want to be closed off right now. If you are in a situation like me where you do feel discouraged and you kind of do feel let down because they didn't want to be with you, or they didn't like look at you the way that you looked at them, it's okay to like just focus on yourself and focus on things that you are interested in, and get back into things that you love and your passion and your goals, and focusing on yourself and your self-love, and worry about the people around you that do love you and that are do what and that do appreciate you, and that are always there for you. You know what I mean? And just know that eventually something's going to happen, and love is going to come and find you. And even if it's not right now, and this is even to myself, like, even though it's not happening right now, right in the moment, to where I want it, or to where we might want it, it's going to happen eventually. You know what I mean? So just kind of look at it like that. And that's kind of how I just try to look at it, and just how I try to, like, really just, when I do get discouraged, or I do get let down from a guy, and I do like be like, I'm over it. I don't even want to date anymore. I don't even want to be in a relationship, because I do get that in those moments. I'm like that every other day, where I'm like, fuck it, I don't even want to be in a relationship. You know what I mean? But I just have to know that it's eventually going to come, and it's eventually going to happen, and it's going to be worth it, and, that's kind of how I have to look at the dating life and the dating scene, and dealing with crushes and relationships in general. And just, because like I said, it can be so stressful. It can be so confusing. It can be so, like, all over the place and a hot mess at times. You know what I mean? And that's kind of just my opinion on it, my take on dealing with a crush. And just like, it's just kind of like, put yourself out there. Don't be afraid to put yourself out there. But if they don't feel the same way that you feel, it's okay to be, it's okay to feel any feelings that you're feeling right now. And it's okay to, be in your feelings about it. It's okay to feel whatever feelings you feel towards it. You know what I mean? But just move on from it, and just know that, whatever was meant to happen was meant to happen. You know what I mean? Good, bad. If it didn't happen, you know what I mean? Just kind of, that's anything in life. You know what I mean? That's just things in general. So I would just kind of just say that, you know what I mean? And, just know that there are people out there for you. There's going to be somebody, you're going to find the one that's meant to be with you, and you're going to find the one that is interested in you just as much as you're interested in the next person, or you know what I mean? Just, just hold out, and just really try to, like I said, just really focus on the things that are important to you, and the things that you're interested in, and the things that, make you happy, other than a relationship. Don't just put your all and your focus on just all into a relationship. There's so many other things that you can focus on and worry about, and generally put your time and energy into. And then, eventually love will come and find you, and it will eventually come your way. You know what I mean? In due time, trust me. Like, I even have to tell myself that, you know what I mean? Like, so that's what I would tell you guys, just like I would tell myself, I would tell you guys that it's eventually going to come. You just can't put your all and your focus and your worry and your energy into it, even though I know that I do, and it's something that I truly need to work on. And you guys are probably like, then why the fuck are you giving us advice on it? Because I just want you guys to be better than me. I don't want you to do and have the same stupid reactions and thoughts that I have, you know what I mean? Because I want you guys to be better than that, you know what I mean? Because I know you guys are going to be like, then why the fuck are you giving us advice if you can't even deal with it? You know what I mean? I don't know. But I hope you guys like this video. Like always, like, comment, subscribe to my channel. I'm back with the Tone Talks. This is episode 18 on dealing with a crush. Definitely comment down below if you can relate to this video. If you are dealing with a crush, or dealing with a situation just like mine, so where they don't want to be with you, you know what I mean? And here's another thing too. Don't if they do want to just be friends, just be okay with it, and just accept that you guys are going to be friends, and cherish and deal and build that friendship up. You know what I mean? Even though, like I said, if they just want to keep it friends, then just be okay with that, and just build off of that friendship. You know what I mean? Because like I said, I didn't want to lose the friendship. He didn't want to lose the friendship, so it's kind of just like, I'm grateful for that and that aspect. And if you guys or anybody out there that clicks on this video and you can relate to that, and they just want to be friends, also just build on the friendship. You know what I mean? Don't let it be discouraged. Don't let it discourage you that they didn't want to be in a relationship. You know what I mean? But like I said, I hope you guys like this video. Like always, like, comment, subscribe to my channel. I love you guys so much. And I will see you in the next one. Bye, guys.